3D and interactive. Hey y'all, APG Jamie here. And today brings us a new hashtag Halloweenisms. Well, it's not a new hashtag, but you know, it's October. That. So, I wanted to make this, in my head it was going to be like a pencil holder, paintbrush holder, that kind of thing. But I really like it better for flyers. Okay. So these are, a lot of this stuff came from the Dollar Tree. Was it in this year? I don't know. I think the Skellies were. Anyway, these little things, I'm not sure what they are originally meant for, to hold a little candle. It would have to be a teensy tiny battery operated votive. I don't know. Y'all, just table decor. Something to go in a little candy gift bag, I guess. Anyway, I painted over them with clear gesso because they are slick, and more slick even. All right. And now we're antiquing them with a burnt umber. I don't know the brand of the paint. Does it matter? I don't know. It's a list of ingredients in the description below the video. Anyway, glossy accents because it was out. It was handy on my desk because they are so lightweight. And I do intend on sticking stuff in there. Adding some of the flat back marbles. I don't know what else to call them. Little glass things that are flat on the back, capuchon on the top. Anyway, we are sticking 4 of them, I think it was, down in the bottom skeleton head and skull. Let's call it a skull because it's skull. Stacked skellies. Oh, it should be stacked skulls. I'll have to correct the name. Stacked skulls. Anyway, unless I've already done my thumbnail. I don't know. It might be stacked Skelly. I don't know. Should start over, but I'm not going to. It's one of them days. So, because I want to stack them up, I want to be able to, you know, put stuff all the way through it. And they're pretty short. And by short, they're maybe 2.5, 3 inches. I don't know how tall they are. And I thought, well, I'm going to cut out the bottoms of the 2 I'm stacking on top so we can slide stuff through the skulls all the way down. And I thought it would be easy peasy because it's very thin plastic. But as it turns out, there's like this seam on the bottom there where the back and the front of the skull matches up, I guess. And it's pretty thick. And I really couldn't quite get cut through it. And if you're still watching, bless your hearts, because it might be kind of scary. Oh, a safety mask for rizzle and ventilation, y'all. Melting plastic. You don't want to breathe them fumes, y'all. And that's just a paper towel, kitchen roll I have sitting there to wipe off the melted plastic from my soldering tool. And I'm just kind of faux marking where I want to. I do have one that's got like a blade on it, but y'all, I just couldn't be bothered with taking the time to put it on there. Sometimes your job's better if you use the correct tool, but you know, wasn't one of them times, I guess. And it's quite hot, so do be careful because burns happen, and they happen really quick. So, I'm going to use E6000 to adhere them together. A smarter, quicker person, which we've now determined I'm not today. Well, not the day of the video anyway. Would have used a hot glue gun. Because this is one of those things, it may last a couple of years as far as the decor goes. But it's not going to last real long, okay? Just saying. Well, I might be surprised. I just don't know. And isn't it funny? Doesn't it seem like I do a 3D sort of thing every Halloweenisms? Seems that way. Anywho, it's playlist below. Probably in the upper right hand corner as well. So I'm determining more or less where I'm going to want my E6000. Please note it's a new tube, and I am gently, ever so gently squeezing from the bottom of the tube in the middle, from the bottom of the tube. And then I release the pressure by extremely carefully, gently squeezing in on the sides of the tube, and that releases the pressure and it will stop running out of the tip. Just saying. But if you're one of them people, and there's a lot of you out there because I see you, squeeze your tubes from the middle, this little trick will not work for you. Nope, it won't. So you're going to gently squeeze from the bottom of the tube, okay? Gently, so that it just starts running out. You know how it drips. And then you gently lift up the tip so that it's up in the air. I don't need any sarcastic remarks about that, y'all. And then just gently squeeze the side down at the bottom again, and that releases the pressure and it won't run out, okay? Takes a little practice. My mother made me practice this, I tell you what. Anywho, E6000 has a lot of hazards, and a lot of information is listed on the packaging. Read it and become familiar with those hazards, y'all. Seriously. Good glue. Google eyes. They're a little big. But I use them anyway. I found I think a smaller one. I don't know. I could have used, hot glue. Oh, we've already established I wasn't being a smart person on that day. Anyway. And it takes about 24 hours for it to set up, the E6000 that is. So plan on an overnighter, y'all. So these little tiny spiders from the Dollar Tree as well just happened to be on my desk. And I thought, well, we're going to use some of them to cover up these little holes on the side of these skulls from where their little handle was. Because they had little handles on there. Okay? And I thought we'd just decorate them. Which are cute for the pencils and the paintbrush holders. It is very lightweight, y'all. And I ended up having to drop more of the flat back marbles in there, which you'll see at some point. So I've got these border trimmy pieces way back scrapbooking clearance days, y'all. The way back days. I don't know if it's 1900s. I don't know if it's that way back. But anyway. And I thought, well, we will just make a little label stick to put in our pencil paintbrush holder, aka gonna become a vase. It's a vase, y'all. Decorator vase. It's artisan even. So I'm just trimming out some black cardstock. It is scrap because it's on my desk, and you know, if it's on my desk, it's fair game for any project. If it's in a basket, set aside for another project. It's in that project basket. Anywho, I know, explanations. So we just tried that on for size. I will put one on the front and one on the back. And I'm going to make this little thing that kind of curves around the wooden skewer. That word's hard for me to say. You're welcome. Skewer. You know, to help hold the Halloween label on there in case you didn't know it was for Halloween. I don't know. It doesn't say happy or anything. It just says Halloween. Plain and simple. Anyway, so I'm making this little weird WM thing because skewers are round. So, yeah, it's a round stick. And we're going to glue those on there and clamp it. And because the E6000 needs to dry overnight, we will put an Ellie Mae on there, and we will just walk away and go in the house and have a night-night time, okay? Go night-night. Well, a little later. Not immediately. Someone had to cook dinner. It's not always me, but I think it was that night. Anywho. So we're going to glue this on, and I did trim one of the other ones out and put it on the back side. If there is indeed a backside. There kind of is a backside. So, yeah. Put some weight on it because we got to wait on it. And here we are next morning. Maybe not bright and early, but next day. Let's just say next day. And this is our thing that we glued on to our skewer, and then we're going to glue it onto our label. Okay. Technically, I guess it could be ripped apart and reused if one should happen to need to do that kind of thing, I suppose. I mean, you know, once it goes off to the charity shop, somebody might do that. You just don't never know about these things, y'all. So, putting some Melly Maze on it, gonna set it aside, let it dry, not overnight, letting it dry. Well, that's pretty good, and I did tug on the skulls, the stacked skulls, and they were pretty good. You pull hard enough, they're going to come apart, just saying. But it's pretty good. So paintbrushes in the top, goes all the way down the holes. There's some on the side, and then we're going to put some pencils over on this other side. As you can see, it's not actually, you know, that great, but you know, it's cute. Halloweenisms, y'all. Now it won't stand up, so I'm going to get some flat back marbles. So I'm trying to show y'all. It's hard to show you 3D things on a horizontal surface. Oh, if you get queasy, you might want to look away. Oh. Okay, we got that out of the way. Anyway, if you're queasy, you might want to zip past this part a little bit too, because you're just going to see me wiggling around a bunch of flowers. They're from the Dollar Tree. And anyway, I'm just sticking them in there, kind of arranging them. And when I tried to do the photo shoot, you know, I had to rearrange them some more. I guess I should really speed it up a little more. No. Anyway, Halloweenisms. Are y'all enjoying October so far? We've had decent-ish days. Anywho. Goodness gracious, just stick it in there. And like I said, it was so lightweight, I ended up putting more of the flat back marbles in there. And the good thing is you can drop one in the top and it will go all the way to the bottom. It was fun. It was entertaining for me to make and think about. And it looks cute sitting up on our fireplace mantle. Here's our little flip-flop part. Little flip-flop part. Ta-da! Photo montage. Y'all. Kind of creepy with just the pencils. Oh, I should have did a mix. I redid the photo with the flowers because they were awful. They're not a whole lot better now. Very hard to take pictures like of 3D stuff like that. Hey, well, for me. Anyway, if you're playing along with the Halloweenisms, let me know. Guys, hashtag. In the meantime, I appreciate each and every one of you. Your kind comments, your likes, your shares, and your subscriptions. If you subscribe today, it's free. Thanks for watching, and happy artin', y'all.